supposed to go live. Okay. Okay. It says that I'm live now. Am I live? I think I'm live now. Yes? Please? All right. Let me check. I'm checking if I'm live. I'm trying to do this. It's been a while since I last did this. So it's a bit tricky. Yeah, I'm live. Now I'm live. Awesome. Sweet. I'm happy. All right. As always, every live, especially if you're new doing this kind of stuff, you're like, is this working? It's a bit tricky. Yes, I can see it's working. Yeah, I'm live. Now I'm live. Awesome. Beautiful. Sweet. I'm happy. I can hear myself here. Let me just stop. All right. So, like every single video I start, hi there, my name is Thomas Decker. Thomas Decker here from guitarrevolution.ca. Where is my logo? Yeah, guitarrevolution.ca. Thank you for joining me in this live. Say something if you're there. Say hi, where you are from, how long you've been playing guitar. And I want this to be a little bit of an interactive experience here, because I really want to do what I always say, right? Every beginning of my videos I say, Thomas Decker here from Guitar Revolution, and I'm here because I want to help you to become the best guitarist you can ever be. And it doesn't matter if you're just starting out or if you want to learn how to solo and get to the next level of lead guitar, right? And I say that because it's true, okay? I really want to help you, really want to be here to help you to become that best guitarist. So for today, I have a few things here that I have planned. It's a lesson that I taught, I think it was last week, at a college where I teach. I teach guitar at a college here in Vancouver area. And I was teaching one-on-one with my student, and he really had an aha moment, right? Light bulb. It was fun to see when he actually understood, not because I was telling him, but because the neural path made sense. You know, like, it's like the thought made sense for him, and he had like an expression on his eyes that, like, man, now this is why I'm studying the theory behind it. So I taught him in a practical way, and today I want this to be the same for you. Oh yeah, I have some people talking here. .com Secrets Marketing, Vancouver, BC. Yes, Vancouver, BC. Are you from here too? That is awesome. First time I'm doing this too, okay? So you can send the messages. I will be talking to you, and I'm gonna teach what I'm have planned here. That is very practical, okay? And it has to do with visualization of the fretboard. I think that's one of the main things that us as guitarists struggle with, right? We are so... Oh, Vancouver, Washington. Okay, no, you're not too far, but we're... Yeah. So one of the things that we have struggle a lot as guitarists is the visualization of the notes, right? Of how to know where the notes, but not just the notes, because we always play in terms of shapes, right? And I'm sure you already heard the term of the caged system, right? That tries to bring together a little bit of that visualization of the fretboard in a way that is it makes sense and brings scales and bring the chords together and the notes, right? So this is what I taught my student, okay? It says, Okay, some people are not happy with me. You having double of the voice as well there, .com secrets? Can you hear me all right? I think someone didn't like it. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's right. It's all right. Anyways, one of the first scales that we learned is the pentatonic scale, right? For example, here I have a backing track on D. Here we go. Yes, it's fine. Thank you. So here's the backing track. It's in D. Ooh, my guitar's a little flat. The most important thing. Shame. Okay. So D major, right? And then D7 or G. So D major. And what you need to do is to play the pentatonic, major pentatonic. And I taught this before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself here, but it's very, very cool what I'm going to build upon, okay? If you want to solo over this, you're going to put your pinky finger where the D note is on the top string, which is fret 10. If you think about, okay, this is the E string. If you count from the octave, this is 12 fret, go back to fret, we have. But the pinky finger play the most famous of all pentatonic scale. Beautiful. I just played the scale, and you already have some melody with it, right? Super cool. Sounds very musical, and that's why we learned pentatonic first. This is such a musical, melodic scale, right? Okay, so we use these notes to create melody. Beautiful, love it. Okay, the back. Sorry, I will. Oh yeah. There we go. Thank you again. I think problem solved. So you have the pentatonic. Okay. All right. From there, you can create the solos, right? Okay, that's the most simple thing that we can do to create a solo. You just get the major scale, the major pentatonic, where the pinky lands, right? I have many videos about this because it's such a cool trick. And the thing is, we don't solo all the time, right? If you play in a band, you're not going to be solo the whole time. There are moments that, yes, you're going to be soloing as a lead player, but a lead player does more than just that. And that's what I was teaching my student there at the college. Well, he knew the chords. And then he knew the power chords. Okay, that's the pretty much second thing that people learn when playing electric guitar, the power chords. G, D. Okay, now the third thing we can learn is to play the chords where the pentatonic is. Okay, turn down the guitar also. I will, sir. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's slowly there. There. Thank you. All right. Let me save this preset. And, okay. So you have how you find the chords when you're playing a lead solo, lead lines, because you don't want to play the chords down here, right? You want to play more than just that. Let's tell the truth. This D to G, it's very basic, right? It's very like, I don't know, very introduction, very basic, beginner level, right? You want to play a little bit more sophisticated, more elaborated guitar lines. So this is what you're gonna do. Where we find that pentatonic, the major pentatonic, we also gonna play the chords, okay? So right here, where your hand is, and I'm gonna give you a few shapes here. For example, on this song, this backing track here, the first chord is D. So this is how you're gonna be playing D here, okay? We're gonna do a bar on the fret 7, on the G and D string, and a bar with my pinky on the notes of the pentatonic. So these two notes, okay? And these two notes. This is D, okay? I can break it down for you. If you think about this hand here, I'm playing notes from here. Recognize this D here? Okay. And these two notes here that my finger 4 is pressing is from this D here. Right? Or, a different way to look at it, it's a G. Remember the caged system, right? So, this is what I'm doing. D. And then to play G, what I do, I lower my finger 1, my pinky finger, finger 4, and add my finger 2 on the B string. Right? This is D, and this is G. And at the same time, I can do. Kind of like focusing on one area of my fretboard to play the chords. I don't need to play the whole thing. I can play just finger 1. Right? Okay, how come this is G? Well, this can come from this position here. C position. Okay? So C shape, right? If I have C down here, fret 10, I have a G. So I can play. Right, this is kind of like he does on that backing track. B minor sample, I'm right here. I have this B minor, right? But I'm just focusing on the D string and down, right? So I'm cutting the E and the A string out of the picture here. Okay, so here, B minor, and then A. If you think of the shape of D over here, and then G again. All right, this is a lot already, right? I'm not trying to get you to drink from a fire hose here, but it's very cool once you figure this out. When you look at a fretboard, at a major pentatonic here. I have the D, and then by doing this you have G. So chord 1. If you think of G, G is going to be chord 4. So because you count D, E, F, G. Okay? This is the chord 4 in the key of G, of D. A will be chord 5. D, E, F, G, A. And B minor, which is like the relative minor, right, of D, will be the chord 6. D, E, F, G, A, B. And man, I think these 4 chords you will find nowadays in 90% of the songs, right? Even the backing tracks you're gonna use, like here. Here where the pentatonic is. So perfect. You don't need to go far to play chords, right? Chord. And why this is important? There are a few reasons why. One is that you can play in a very comfortable way, either rhythm and solo, right? So you're playing chords that will not be clashing. The second thing, will not be clashing with the piano or keyboards. It's not going to be clashing with the second guitar. So you're going to be kind of like above, right? If you have the frequencies of all the instruments, you have bass, piano, and acoustic, and electric on the top. Thinking of a 5-piece band, right? And that's gonna make you cut through the mix of all these instruments. If you play at church, if you play, I play at church, so a lot of times I'm playing chords up here, down here, because it's usually a bigger band. I play also in a band that we're gonna play in the night. I'm always looking for ways to cut through the mix. And the bass is down here, have the piano. That band we have bass, piano, and me. And then, yeah, of course, drummer and singer. So all the rhythm is on me. I don't, if I have a C major chord, I'm not gonna play the C major here. I'm not gonna play here. The piano will be covering this part. I'm probably gonna play here, right? The same that I did here for D, and so on. Let me do the same thing in a different key. Okay, let me find here A major. I had a good one on A major. C minor. Okay, this is A. Here is where I have my pentatonic of A major. If I do the pentatonic with my finger 1, will be the minor pentatonic. But if I do with my finger 4 on the root, I change the notes in a way that's gonna give me the major pentatonic. And then, like we did for D, the chord 1 is here, A. The chord 5 is here, and chord 3, 4 is here. So think of a song in A, right? You're gonna find A major, you're gonna find D major, that is the 4th, A, B, C, D, and E as the 5, right? That is the 3 major chords in the key. Okay, let me go back here. And this is what I do here, right? Chord 1, chord 4, and chord 5. Now take a look. My chord 4, if I put my finger 1 up, 1 string on the A string, that turns into a B minor. So when I learn the chord 4, I can also use it to play the chord 2. In this case, I have right here on the harmony going on. Take a look. 1, 4, 5, 4. A, E, D. A, E, B minor. Same position as I did before. 1, 5, 4, that is D. Right? 1, A, 5, 2, B minor. And the pentatonic is right here. I can solo and create melodies. One octave higher. Chord. Lots of chords on this second track. I think it's gonna go hard. Now, take a look. 1, 5, 4. See how that is very useful. 1, 5, 2. So when you visualize the chords within the pentatonic, and you can mix those two, man, it's so much fun. It's so cool when you start to bring that to your playing. When you break free from the memorized things that you play every time you're playing, and you start to implement your own playing into it. So this is a very, very important key thing, right? And with that, we can add the major scale, right? And I have a video about that too, where I, from this pentatonic shape, I'm adding 2 notes to it, and I have the major scale. So for example, on the E string, I'm adding my finger 3 instead of 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4. Right, so I can add that to my playing. I'm playing there, let's say. Let's say I add the So you see how much more you can do once you break free from okay shapes. Now you start to um, mix together all these things that you learn, and with that, play more freely, right? And you know, it's such a cool experience when you actually get to that point that hey, you're like finally being able to express yourself, being able to, for sure, like break free from the shapes that you play again and again and again, right? And that's one of the things that we want to. Okay, how can we mix the chords? How can we mix the pentatonics? How can we mix the major and minor scale and so on? And this is one of the easiest things because again, the pentatonic is such a friendly scale, right? That we use all the time. And if we mix that with some notes of the major scale plus the chords, which is super important to create, to break or what's the word I'm thinking? Cut through the mix, right? That's what you want. And you let me know if any questions, if you have anything you want to add to it. But that's how I taught my student that day. Hey, look, you have this pentatonic. If you move your finger this way, you're gonna have these chords. And if you add these notes here, you're also gonna have the major scale in one position. Very little fingering moving, right? Very helpful, very good. And for him was like, yes, that's an aha moment, right? Like light bulb. And I hope this was for you too. And I've been sending emails. If you're in my email list, you know this already. That I'm opening a few spots on my boot camp, lead guitar boot camp, which is an 8-week training session that I have, a training, like intensive training that I take my students like pretty much by hand every day. We work in something for 8 weeks, and the focus is transformation, right? We want to play in a way that's gonna change the way that you've been playing to the next. Like let's say you're here, you want to get here, and for everyone's different. You're in this point, and point B is your goal. We're gonna get to point B in 8 weeks, okay? And it's a big transformation for my students. It's something that it's intensive, so it requires a commitment for the month of April and May. So your guitar playing will be just like increasingly get to the next level. That's what it is. And so I'm opening spots this week for this boot camp. Okay, if you go to my website, you're probably gonna see this: a transformation 8-week transformation lead guitar boot camp. It's an accelerator for you that wants to get to the next level. And you know, everybody is in different levels, and everybody has different goals, and for everyone is different. But this 8 weeks is an intensive that will for sure get you to that goal. So we're gonna work in few things. Okay, we're gonna work on technique, of course. Gonna get your picking technique, control technique, I like to call, where you have the guitar pick as a tool that will enable you to play things that you never did before. Okay, you're gonna get into control, dynamics, speed, and so on. We're gonna work on expression techniques. Okay, not only like play the right notes, not the right scales, the right strings, but with expression, with soul, with feeling, right? So sliding, bending, vibrato, and so on. Hammer on, pull off, right? If you notice when I'm playing, I do all that in a way that is more like actually, it's not mechanical at all. At all, it's something that I'm doing naturally, and that's the thing. When you want to play in a solo, you want to sound natural, right? And so we're gonna work on that. We're gonna master the blues. We're gonna work with the blues because blues is one of the best schools when it comes for you to solo. It's the best way for you to solo. Okay, from blues you can expand and you can um, ex- import what you learn in blues to many genres. So that's why I really like working the blues. Another one will be major scale, right? Of course, like I did here a little bit with the caged, with the pentatonic, like exactly what I did here, but more detailed, more in a slower pace, in a pace that you're gonna be able to follow and digest and bring to your playing, and that is arrangement of guitar and creating guitar lines, right? So we're gonna master that. We're gonna master soloing over a major key, many different keys, many different genres. A minor key, again, different keys, different genres. Gonna work on double stops, sixths, and the last week will be like the face melting techniques mandatory for every lead guitarist, which is like uh, techniques that is more like to show, right? Actually, there's some techniques that are very cool, sound amazing. And that's what we're gonna be working on this 8-week transformation lead guitar program. I'm gonna be sending more emails. Let me know if you're in an email list. If you're not, you can just go to my website and you can sign up. Actually, let me see here. I should have done this before. I didn't think about this. See, I was all over the place. But if this is something that interests you and you're my email list, you're gonna see more emails about. And again, I'm gonna be doing another live this week. I'm planning to do on Wednesday. Gonna talk about more about this program, and hopefully I'll be answering a few questions. I don't see any question coming my way right now. No, don't see anything. But I hope to see some questions. Hope to see you guys interacting with me. You can ask whatever you want from that course or not. If you have any other question that is not related to what I'm saying here, but there's something you want to learn, don't hesitate. Okay, excuse me. I'm really here because I want to help you. And this program, of course, there's a cost. There's a fee, right? That is not even comparable to what I pay to learn all these things. But it's very doable. It's not expensive. It's something that will be transformative on your playing. That will be giving you results right away. I have students that they had results on their speed. Okay, this guy wanted to play fast. That was his thing. First week, he already hit his goal, and it was amazing to see him just go more and more, right? Advancing on techniques, and by the end, when he got to double stops and those things, he was like over the roof, right? It was amazing. Okay, awesome, Joseph. Thank you. Yeah, Joseph, I remember you. I'm saying here you did a good job, learned some good stuff. Yeah, thank you. I really like to break down the guitar this way, right? This visualization of the chords within the pentatonic is amazing. Like I use that every single time I play in my band or even when I'm helping out at church. Always. And I play like at church is very what is that? It's more like a pop rock kind of style. The other band where I play, we play blues, we play jazz, we play R&B, and I use this. the same thing that I taught here, I use in both scenarios, right? And I use in many different scenarios. So remember, where you have the major pentatonic, just to wrap up here, okay? And then I'll let you guys go unless I see any question here. Thank you, Joseph. Wherever you have the pentatonic major, right? You have the chord 1 by placing finger 1 on where finger 1 goes on G and B string, G and D, and B and E right there. Thank you, brother. Here you have chord 1. Chord 2, you have finger 2 you add, right? And finger 4, chord 4 is this. Chord 5, you're gonna do this position here. That is finger 1 on D, finger 2 on G, finger 4 on B. Yes, the 8 weeks, just answer your question, will that 8-week transformation be available on recorded video? Yes. So that is a course that is pre-recorded. Okay, my son's here. Say hi. That course is pre-recorded on my website. Okay, so it's a platform where you're going to be accessing the videos. Every day you have a video, and every day I'm going to add a little bit to your playing. Every day. And then throughout the 8 weeks, we're going to have live. Oh, I just noticed I have a banner here. Can't see my hand, right? Sorry about that. We're going to have live Q&A and live training sessions, because I believe that, man, it's 70 to 80% in that course, in that those videos are you're going to find the answer there. But there's more, right? There's more that we can dig deeper when we do a live training. That's not live, open live for everyone to see. No, it's going to be like very private for the students, right? We're going to have Q&A, and we're going to be digging a little deeper on the training sessions that we're going to be doing on those weeks. So just to summarize, you're gonna have the videos weekly, daily actually. So it's gonna be like for 6 days a week, we have 30-minute training sessions, okay? For 8 weeks and 6 days a week with one to rest. And in the middle of the week, we have also the live Q&A, live training. And you know, the way I do, I try to keep that door open in a way that you can email me, send me videos, and we can talk back and forth to get more and more of your feedback, right? And develop your, your growth as a guitarist. Amazing. This is very, very cool. I want the boot camp. You are amazing. I think you're so good. Thank you. Thank you. And so, yeah. No, I didn't notice. I'm sorry. I had a banner about the boot camp. But on my hand here, I was trying to explain these chords here. Just to summarize, to wrap up here. Wherever you have the pentatonic, you're gonna have the chord 1, or finger 1 and 2 on the fret 7 in this case, because the pentatonic is here, right? Because wherever your pentatonic lands, you're gonna have chord 1, chord 2, 4, which is the second major chord, and chord 5. Summarize what I've been talking here with pentatonic. Sounds good? And vibrato. see, I don't even notice when I'm sliding, when I'm bending. It just comes naturally, right? So much you do that it's part of your accent. Like I have an accent, right? But yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much for showing up, for sending questions, and stay tuned because I'm gonna do another live this week. Okay, I'm planning to do it on 7 p.m. of Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And you have more questions. I'm gonna talk more about the boot camp, and I'm gonna teach a little more, okay? Because this is just one pentatonic, right? The root on the E string. We're gonna also see when the root is on the A string. So we have a whole bunch of fretboard covered with pentatonic, with chords, with blues notes, with the major scale. Amazing, really cool. If I can make a suggestion, maybe get a headset with one of those Microsoft tagged to your mouth. Oh yeah, the guitar playing music still overpowered the voice. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'm sure gonna get this perfected for Wednesday. Thank you so much. This is very helpful. Thank you for the feedback. I really hope you enjoy this. I did, even though I don't have this all down, but this is good. It's good to have this conversation. Really enjoy. Now, hope to see you Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and watch your inbox because I'm gonna keep on sending things for you to give you more value, learn more, and talking more about the boot camp, which is amazing for whoever wants to get to that next level of guitar playing. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for coming, showing up, and have a good rest of your Sunday. And see you then.